नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. So today inshallah we will try to finish the concepts of lesson 10, and there is something left about the time yesterday, and this slide I finished yesterday, but I am going to take it again just to recap. So if you want to say the time, 1 minute to 5 o'clock, how will you say that? How will you say that? One minute for 5 o'clock. Any answers? Or you forgot? Does anyone remember what's 1 minute for 5 o'clock? Okay. So, الساعة الخامسة إلا دقيقة واحدة. Okay, so here is the mistake many people were doing yesterday, that when it comes to 1 and 2, the relationship is not man'ut. So it will be دقيقة واحدة. الساعة الخامسة إلا دقيقة واحدة. And when there is illa, then this will be mansoob. دقيقة واحدة. And since this is not man'ut, so the wahidatan will also be mansoob. Okay? Okay. Now same concept. Now you will say quarter to 10 o'clock. How will you say that? Quarter to 10 o'clock. How will you say that? Any guess? Same concept, what you have learned yesterday. Or I would say, yeah, it's quarter to 10 o'clock. Quarter as-sa'atul asharatu illa rubab. Ruban, okay. Very good. As-sa'atul ashiratu illa rub'an. As-sa'atul ashiratu illa rub'an. Okay. 1/3 of an hour to 11 o'clock. How will you say that? Like 20 minutes. I don't want to say 20 minutes less than 11, but I want to say 1/3 of an hour to 11 o'clock. As-sa'atul, no, Sister Tasneem. No, not ahada. Again, are you forgetting the ordinal numbers? How will you say 11? As-sa'atul. Yes, Abdul Hussain. As-sa'atul hadiyatul ashara illa thuluthan. Ashrata, sorry. As-sa'atul hadiyata ashrata illa thuluthan. As-sa'atul hadiyata ashrata illa thuluthan. Yeah. Okay. So you have learned Hurfu Nasb for ism. And you know that all these Huruf Nasb, the Huruf Nasiba, this inna, anna, ka'anna, bi anna, li anna, lakinna, layta, la'alla. Now these are different than Huruf Nasiba that you learned for the Af'al, for the fail that you are learning in the Zarf class. So don't get mixed up with them. So I'm just taking a recap of that. Now, you have already learned this, but just to remind you, because there are examples of one of the Harfu Nasb coming here, which is la'alla. So what is inna? You know that inna means it gives the assurance, surely, definitely. So it has an emphasis. Okay, that's why in Arabic grammarian they call it is harfu taqid wa nasb. So it has a taqid, emphasis. Okay. Now it is used in Quran to remove doubts in the minds of mushrikeen. For example, if someone have a doubt about something, that's why Allah uses many times inna. Okay. So that is the function of that. And as I explained to you earlier, whatever ism that comes after ism, inna is called ismu inna, and it is always mansoob. And inna is always mubtada, but for the sake of our analysis, we will make inna and ismu inna as a mubtada container. Correct? Inna and ismu inna as the mubtada container. Now, so this is inna. There is another harfu nasb that you learned is la'alla, which means hopefully, maybe, possibly. Now, la'alla have actually two meanings. So it has two meanings. It can give a meaning of hope. It can give a meaning of fear. Okay. Like many times I say, I'm afraid this and this. I hope this and this. So la'alla have both the meanings inside it. So it depends on the context. It depends how it's coming in the sentence. For example, la'allaka bi khairin. So here it will not mean I'm afraid you are good. This is a bad sentence. So here it means hopeful. Hopefully you are better, or I hope you are good. That's what it means. لَعَلَّكَ بِخَيْرٍ. لَعَلَّ الْمُدَرِّسَ مَرِيضٌ. So لَعَلَّ is akhawatu inna, one of the sisters of inna. So لَعَلَّ الْمُدَرِّسَ مَرِيضٌ. So al-mudarrisa is ismu la'alla, and we call la'alla and al-mudarrisa combined. We will combine them into one mubtada. We call it as mubtada together. Okay. So la'alla al-mudarrisa maridun. So here it will not mean hopefully. Here it will mean I'm afraid. I'm afraid the teacher is sick. Okay. So this is something that I wanted to emphasize about la'alla, and there are some examples of la'alla coming. There is another zarf that is coming in this chapter, which is called Bayna, which means between. So for example, I want to say that Hamid is sitting between Bilal and Faisal. So I will say Jalasa or Hamida, Jalasa Hamidun Bayna Bilalin وفيصل جلس حامد بين بلال وفيصل. جلس is فعل الماضي, حامد is فاعل, and Bayna, what is Bayna? It is Zarf. So why this is majroor? Bilalin, why this is majroor? Why it is not Bilalun or Bilalan? Why it is Bilalin? Zarf mudaf ilay. Yes. Zarf mudaf ilay. Okay, so it is Bilalin. And why Faisalin is majroor? Why Faisalin is majroor? Why it is not Faisalun or Faisalan? Ma'atuf ila Bilal. Very good. So it is connected to Bilal. So since Bilal is majroor, this is also majroor. Okay. Jalasa Hamidun Bayna Bilalin wa Faisalin. But when Bayna comes attached to Damir, then it is repeated. For example, if I want to say this is between me and you, so I will say Hada Bayni wa Baynak. So Bayna is repeated. Bayni. So here Ya Mutakallim is attached, and here Ka is attached for the second person. Okay. So when Damir gets attached to Bayna, then it is repeated twice. So it means one between me and you. Bayna means one. If you translate in English, it is coming just once between. But in Arabic, you will say Hada Bayni wa Baynak. Hada Bayni wa Baynaka. This is between me and you. Okay.